Across the globe, beyond the headlines and political speeches, lie hidden footprints of immense power. These are the U.S. military bases the world doesn't often talk about. Secretive, strategic, and sometimes controversial. Officially, the United States operates around 750 military bases in over 80 countries. But what about the ones that aren't shown on the official maps? The places where soldiers move like shadows, satellites watch from above, and missions are whispered in coded language. Let's start in the remote Indian Ocean, where lies Diego Garcia, a tropical island that most people have never heard of. Officially leased from the United Kingdom, Diego Garcia is no ordinary island paradise. It's a heavily fortified hub for the U.S. Navy and Air Force, complete with deep-water docks, massive airstrips, and top-secret communications centers. From here, bombers launched attacks during the Gulf War, the Iraq War, and operations in Afghanistan. Its isolation is its strength. No journalists, no tourists, no cameras. Only a handful of civilians, mostly contract workers, ever set foot here. Even today, much of what happens on Diego Garcia remains classified. Everyone has heard of Area 51, but few realize how deeply it's tied to U.S. military operations. Tucked away in the Nevada desert, Area 51's real role is testing experimental aircraft and stealth technologies. Spy planes like the U-2 and the SR-71 Blackbird were born here. But it's not just planes. It's drones, surveillance tech, and perhaps next-generation weapons still in development. Official acknowledgement of Area 51's existence only came in 2013, after decades of denial, and even now its operations remain shrouded in mystery. In the tiny African nation of Djibouti sits Camp Lemonnier, America's only permanent military base in Africa. It's a launchpad for counter-terrorism operations across the continent, from Somalia to Yemen. Drones take off and land daily, conducting surveillance and targeted strikes. The base is located just miles from Chinese and French military installations, creating a complex and tense atmosphere. As Africa becomes a growing arena for global influence, Camp Lemonier's importance only grows, but it's rarely mentioned in the evening news. Then there's the concept of lily pad bases, small, secretive outposts scattered around the world. These aren't massive facilities like Ramstein in Germany. Instead, they're tiny, agile, and often hidden inside civilian airports, warehouses, or remote compounds. Their purpose? To allow U.S. forces to respond rapidly to threats, move quietly, and operate with minimal visibility. From Eastern Europe to West Africa, these mini-bases exist under the radar, avoiding the political controversy that larger bases often attract. But with this global network of hidden bases comes big questions. Who holds them accountable? What happens when mistakes are made in places the public doesn't even know exist? And how does this unseen presence shape the politics and lives of the people nearby? For some, these bases are a necessary force for global stability. For others, they are an invisible empire, expanding unchecked. The next time you hear about U.S. military strength, remember, it's not just the big bases you can find on a map. It's the secretive, the strategic, and the unseen, shaping the world in ways we are only beginning to understand.